Hello everybody, RexTempus, Time Traveler here, playing another episode of Back to the Future the game. Today we are starting episode 5, Out of Time. This is a bit of a play on words, just because obviously Out of Time, I mean, for most people of the series fans, it's the license plate that Doc has on the back of his vehicle. Also, it is because this is the final episode, and so we're running out of time here as far as trying to make things happen. Last episode, I was in 1931. I'd saved young Doc Brown, or Emmett Brown, but I had managed to anger old Doc Brown, who wanted to save the woman who kind of ruined the future. Needless to say, we had a bit of a disagreement over that, and he's off somewhere with her, I don't know where, and I am in Emmett Brown's laboratory, which is also just his garage. I had to sort of break up him and Edna Strickland by making him look bad, and then he ended up like almost falling to his death, and there I am, sleeping as wonderfully as ever.
Hello?
Marty! You're awake! Good!
Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the Expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Oh, that's right. He's had a big idea of how to save himself as far as his entry into the Science Expo. You want me to sleep in? Stay right there. You should make peace with your dad.
You know, you really should try to work things out with your dad. If you give him a chance, he might just surprise you.
I'll keep that under advisement. But first, I need you to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah. Is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll...
What?
It's Edna!
But... Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
Okay, so he had an idea. Originally it was going to be about measuring people's like goodness and badness and potentials and things like that. Now his idea has to do with like hovering through the use of static electricity. And... yeah. Whoa. Holy cow.
Jeez, Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, this isn't the original Doc Brown. This is a altered future version of him, who actually was married to Edna. So let's see, did you fix the time circuits? Let's try ask about the time circuits, because they've been a little glitchy.
So, how are the time circuits?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the Expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
But let's see, Emmett's path is... Science means everything.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the Expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path?
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
Emmett can't go back.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazy ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No.
Ah, whoa.
What the?
How do I get that?
Where'd it go?
Grab the static accumulator. Alright. Maybe as I get closer, get louder. Aha.
Oh, come on.
Alright, so let's see. Do I have something in my inventory that might help? Oh, I've got a newspaper and a photo. What happened to all the other stuff? I must empty my pockets in the night. Alright, so let's try this again.
Here, little static thingy.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Can I perhaps use a newspaper on it? I mean, it's kind of a weird long shot, but maybe it won't conduct electricity? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so how about a photo of my dad?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Alright, so it can't be anything that I have at the moment. Oh, it went up. Okay, let's see. Do I have... What kind of objects do I have close by? I guess is the next question. Alright, can I climb the lamppost? Alright, let's climb up here. Come on. And let's get close and...
Gotcha.
Haha. Oh! Whoops.
Whoa.
Not the kind of hovering I usually like to do. I can tell you that. Alright, so... Yeah. Old Doc Brown, he was married to Edna. She used the science to start mind controlling and changing people. Not good. I don't want this to continue. If only I had the original Doc Brown. That would help me out so much. Okay, let's see. We have Cue Ball walking in. He was a former gangster. Up there is Trixie, former singer.
Is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display, because the future is coming today.
Algae cakes.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole. What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
That's my grandfather.
It's almost here now, the future is coming. It's getting clear now, the future is coming today.
Okay, find his booth. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this is my grandfather, Arthur McFly.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The Expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
How did Trixie get her job back?
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Where's Emmett?
You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Alright. So yeah, I helped
See you
him.
around.
I helped him sort of connect with Trixie Trotter. And the hostile guy, yeah. I met up with him in a speakeasy.
How about an algae king?
And he got into a fight.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? What? I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Okay, can I just get him anyway?
How about an algae king?
One algae cake coming right ahead. Hey, wait a minute. It's you! Forget it, mister.
Almost had him, I'm sure. Let's try the What did it say? The aquarium turnstile?
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Insert ticket to enter.
You are going to need a ticket.
Wonder who he is.
Enlightenment awaits you.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Can I get a ride?
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
Who are you?
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following here.
Okay, must be tough being famous.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
Okay. Alright.
See you around.
Guess we'll keep that in mind for later on. Alright, Trixie, this is Arthur's girlfriend.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Corleone.
What are you doing?
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Blocking off his exhibit.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
I simply gotta get him back on
It
track.
was my plan to get him back to inventing what he should be inventing. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Michael Corleone really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Michael?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose. But she's been getting some clout in town, ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her calling religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
So apparently they believe that I'm a Russian, and that I'm named after a comic of the 1980s. Let's check the roster for no reason whatsoever. Dr. Lev.
Come on,
Grossman.
Emmett, where are you?
Doctor. Okay, find Emmett so that he can demonstrate his... Yeah, okay. Is this a clock? Really? Doesn't look like much of one. It's a chronometric clock. Oh, okay.
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Okay. Let's try Trixie over here. Maybe she has an idea.
Hi, Trixie.
That's techni to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
I still think that her real name is Sylvia and that she's my grandmother. But okay. Tell me about the attractions.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Cousteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
I wonder if Doc's in there, or Emmett's in there. How do I get tickets?
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks.
Well, I have helped him out quite a bit, so, can you postpone the demo?
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but, if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
Yeah. When's this demo scheduled?
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see, 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
I actually did trick somebody with the phrase for metric time once. 10 hours, what was it, 100 minutes per hour, 10 hours per day. Couldn't believe they actually bought it, but... Alright, how about Edna's got Emmett's booth shut down?
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Help me get it open?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Inspire me!
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away.
How'd you get the job back, anyway?
Marty told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Come on.
Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
I wonder if she's, like, they're engaged now. Alright, so I think we've kind of...
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Kind of gotten everything we can from her. Information booth. Right, yes, stop Edna from interfering. We know that.
I'm glad Trixie got her old job back. I wonder how she managed it.
Alright, let's see. Phone booth. Do I have the number?
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Well, that helped me out. None whatsoever. Couldn't even enjoy my sandwich. Okay. So I've got to remember that one, because probably I would need to make a phone call at some point. Let's try the...
Greetings, forward thinkers of you.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Can I take that? Recording device. I'll just borrow this.
Hey, don't walk off with the recording plant. It's the only one I got.
Alright, fine. I guess I'll have to find a substitute, maybe? Okay, let's try the picture radio.
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
Not much. Alright, let's see. So...
Act casual. He's coming back.
The breathalyzer.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Okay, how about the futuristic weapon?
Electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
Can I get the plant, like, over here to this side? How about this? Maybe if I go back behind? Can I go in here? No, okay.
Now, where were we?
Can...
Hey, don't walk off with the recording plant. It's the only one I got.
Alright, fine. I'll put it back. There. Alright, so I feel like I gotta go find another plant.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Let's see, anything she has to
Annie,
say?
can I talk to Edna for a minute?
Be my guest. I'd like a couple minutes of quiet.
What's this about?
Where's Emmett?
What'd you do with Emmett, Edna?
What are you talking about? You're the one who's trying to ruin his life.
Believe it or not, I'm the one trying to save it.
From what?
From you, mostly.
You must know where he is.
You really don't know where Emmett is?
I haven't the foggiest. If he's smart, he's run far away from whatever dangerous shenanigans you talked him into perpetrating today.
Shenanigans?
She accused me of shenanigans, but you broke up with him.
Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend Mr. Sagan told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnoff.
By the way, Carl Sagan, this is the future Doc Brown. But
Have you
let's
seen
see.
Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
All I gotta say is I'm kind of thankful that the time machine's not working right now. I got the goods on
I
you.
know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
Rhymes with witch.
You're ruthless, manipulative, and power-hungry.
In the service of a higher cause, one sometimes has to stoop to low tactics. But I'm sure you already know that, Comrade Yakov.
Why'd you shut it down in the
Why'd
booth?
you go and get Emmett's invention sealed up like that?
I had no choice. Once Mr. Sagan told me about your attempts to radicalize my poor Emmett, I knew I had to stop him from going through with your dangerous invention.
But it's his invention, and it's not dangerous. Okay, maybe it's a little dangerous, but only to him.
That's for the authorities to decide.
Emmett doesn't want you back anyway.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart and tried to stop his demonstration at the Expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
But you hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
Tell Parker to open the booth.
Any chance you could talk Parker into letting Emmett go ahead with his demonstration?
None whatsoever. And as long as I'm here, that contraption of yours is grounded.
Let's see. Trixie's back in the saddle.
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
Why does Parker take orders from you anyway?
Why is Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh.
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an expose about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
You're blackmailing him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
All right. Okay.
This is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
Alright, so I guess I'll just go ahead and wrap things up here. Next episode, we're going to find Emmett and kind of get things back on track here, hopefully. Until then, we'll see you next time. Bye!